But Johnny, let's jump back, not just into the DC world, but into the Bat world.
Again.
Bat family. As we talked about Batman earlier, if you're on YouTube, haven't checked it out, make sure to check out our conversation about Robert Pattinson becoming Batman. But now we're looking at Batwoman, and we got our first look at Batwoman. I'm going to see exactly when this was posted onto YouTube so I can give you a exact. It was posted this week on the 16th, would have been Thursday. So Thursday, we got our first look at the Batwoman series that's going to be coming to the CW and will be in that same Arrowverse with Supergirl, with The Flash, with Legends of Tomorrow, all that jazz. We're just kind of going to react to it and what we thought of it. And I'm just going to kick it off to you, Johnny, for where to start, because I know there's some points we do want to hit, but with you, I know with you being on the Marvel side and the whole Batman, like Batman is very mainstream, Batwoman not so much. What is your thought after watching this trailer, even if Batwoman isn't on the top of your radar?
I guess we're going to start with the overall about this, and then we'll work our way into the middle of what we want to talk about. So overall, this looks great. I think it looks really cool. I didn't know there was
little hair on the microphone.
The like right in eyesight. So I didn't know there was a thing called the Crows for one.
Yeah, that one to me was one of the only things about Batwoman I was like, oh.
Even if it's not a comic book thing, it works really well for what it is. I like her look too, kind of the punk 80 almost like an 80s punk look. It's also modern.
So you're talking about
her look itself.
Kate Kane's
look.
Okay.
I like her look. How they portrayed her, and I like her as the Batwoman as well. I like how it all looks. It's got the right feel. I'm interested to see the dynamic between her and her father, her and her love interest. That was an awkward way to do that.
Well, because
she's
weird.
my middle finger.
I had to go back and basically, Ruby writes the middle finger. That's why you got the pairs there.
I made it work.
But I had to go back and listen to it because in the comics, I believe it's Renee Montoya, who she has her relationship with. And I had to listen a couple times to them say the name over the speaker or the walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
And it's Sophie Moore, I believe, is the name of the love interest.
I mean, I'm not going to bash on namings.
No. I'm just saying they're not going with Renee Montoya that was in the comics. That's the thing that I had to go back and listen to.
Which is fine with me. I wouldn't even have known that, honestly, unless I looked into it. So that's the thing is like name whatever, but I mean you can see that it's her father. The relationship is her and her father. Another one is her and her love interest, and then I mean it's just gonna be her becoming Batwoman. Obviously, this first season.
Well, and not just that. Something that I know you do not know, because let's be honest, I'm more of the DC
also
guy.
Interested to see how well the villain does.
Well, about
so
the
far,
villain,
it looks really good.
You know who that villain is?
Who?
So the villain's name is Alice, and basically, so her whole thing is it's basically Alice, and then she's got what's called the Wonderland Gang. Yeah. So the kind of rabbit masks and stuff is the Wonderland Gang, and she kind of goes against like the I forgot it already. The Crows. And kind of combats that. But the interesting thing, and Batwoman fans can tell me if I'm wrong, like with the exact details of it, Elizabeth Kane is her real name.
Ooh.
Her sister.
Oh, wow.
Batwoman and Alice are sisters. So in the comics, they are villains, and then eventually Alice comes over and is kind of like an anti-hero, I believe, and comes over to the good side. But I am wondering if they are going to reveal that in an episode, because we do see in the trailer so you've got Kate, she's kind of hung up, which I don't know if she's hung up brutally, like hooks through the skin.
No, it looked like from her jacket, there's like one of those specialty hooks, and I forget what it is, but it's like it actually hooks really hard. Yeah. And it just like kind of grapples, and that's what she's being hung up by.
And then basically what Alice does is, hey, you got to give your father a message for me, and whacks her over the face. I wonder if this is with Alice, if we're going to get a daddy's issue kind of thing. Because,
come catch me, Dad.
Because it's really looking like how this is going to play out to me is in the trailer, we see the dad and Alice kind of being the two sides that are against each other. And then Kate's going to be right in the middle as Batwoman, kind of as the mediator where, because you get the moments of the dad that's like, you're all I've got. You obviously get that the Alice character wants to go up against the Crows, which are basically their father is the head of all of that.
Yeah.
And that's how it kind of seemed like it
like
was.
a special forces.
Yeah, in the trailer.
Team, a special like forces / security team.
The thing is, guess who, when she was in Bruce's mansion, do you know who that was, that founder that was like,
Fox.
hey, you can't touch that? Lucius Fox.
Yeah.
Little bit, to me, looked like a younger Lucius Fox.
Yeah, it looked like a young Lucius Fox.
Than what we're used to. I mean, we're used to fucking Morgan Freeman being our Lucius Fox. Even in like the Batman the Animated Series, it was an older kind of Lucius. So it'll be interesting to see a young Lucius Fox. The thing that I'm not quite sure I like yet with the character is kind of like what you were saying with the image of Ruby is what I like. It's her attitude I'm not quite sold on yet.
Yeah.
Mainly because for me, the main kind of source material I have for Batwoman is, I think it's called Batman Bad Blood, which was an animated movie that they did that basically had, you had Lucius's son as a Batman character. You had Batwoman Catherine Kane as a Batman character. You had Dick Grayson's Nightwing was Batman in that, or Dick Grayson was Batman in that, to where that's the only thing. Like when she's in the elevator and she's like, I have a thing about rules. It's like, I wonder if her attitude is going to rub me the wrong way.
I'm okay with that part. It's when it started to get into the flip side of the overly feministic part. So that's the only thing I had issues with.
So what you're talking about are there's two lines.
Yes.
There's the first line where she finds the suit and it's basically like,
Lucius goes, "Oh, it's already perfect."
No, it'd be perfect once it fits a woman. That's line one. Then there's a second one where it's like, "Oh, they think I'm Batman. I'm not going to let a man take credit for a woman's job." I think it was. I'm going to pull it up because one of the comment sections has it in there. The exact line is, "Won't let a man take credit for a woman's work." And to me, I'm kind of on a double-edged sword here because there's the side of it, and I say double-edged sword because like something like this, even us talking about it is
someone's gonna get
touchy.
mad at us for it a little bit.
I will say what I say in every time we touch something like this. If you get mad that we're going to talk about this and have a different opinion than you, you're not the one I'm talking to. I'm talking to the people that actually want to have a conversation.
Yeah, have a conversation about this, not just a
shouting match.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I kind of look at it with. The double-edged sword is, do I feel like there should be more female role models in the world or female characters for girls to look up to?
Hell yes.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Like Captain Marvel, one of the main reasons why it's good to have her maybe be one of the top Avengers going forward, so girls have someone that they could look up to too.
Yes.
Because it's even on the side of like, also on the side of like, if you and I were African American instead of Caucasian, to where if we were both African American, there wouldn't be many heroes that look like us. Like Black Panther would be our dude. Captain Falcon would be our dude. But other than that, it's like Bruce Wayne. He don't look like me. Like, but for us, we've never had to deal with that. Girls the same way. They can look up and say, I can be Kate Kane. Plus, the thing I love most about the Batwoman character of where we are in a society right now is because when that character was written, she was the first, I believe, the first openly gay superhero character in a publication, because she was Jewish and she was a lesbian. and that's great to have on television also.
Yeah.
I just feel like those two lines in the trailer are
pushing a little past.
Well, it's the I am going to say it's the writers, or it's the CW, or maybe it's DC, whoever it is, probably DC, trying to go a little bit above and beyond, where I get what you're trying to do. You're trying for it to be a badass, empowering line, but for me, and I'm not everyone, but for me, it landed wrong.
Yeah.
It landed more as a empowering for some, inclusion for others, instead of just like, fuck yeah, girl, you go get it. Like, this is it.
Like, one word would have switched it and made it feel like what we're saying, you go girl, is if it fit me.
Exactly.
That would have been like, fuck yeah, you go girl.
Exactly.
Now it's just like, okay, well, fuck me.
Because, like, right? I even get what they're trying to do in the trailer, and I wasn't mad. I actually thought the thing that was cool in the trailer was when they had the text come up and it said the future is here, and then the last E kind of faded off into bats.
Yeah.
And it was her. That was
cool.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, give me, like, that didn't hit me over the head with the bludgeon stick. It was just like, I think it's the suit one that got me the most, and then the other one was just extra on top of it.
Because we already had the suit one hit. It's like, that one's a little bit, okay, what the fuck? It's just because, like, it's not
She's
really
a badass. Let her be a badass
it's less,
in her own right.
It's like less saying of awesome women's empowerment, and more so saying fuck men.
Yeah,
like, I mean, we don't need to have women's empowerment while saying fuck men. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm saying. Is like, you could have gone a little bit like less, like, hating on the other side. Am I right? Like,
yeah, I mean, for me, I just wouldn't have I wouldn't have included it, or I would have done what you said.
I'd change it to it would have been better if it fit me.
Fits me.
Yeah.
Because
it would just
not
made
her suit.
It would more so make her err on the side of cockiness, more so than anything. Then.
And the one thing too that, I mean, this was from, I'm looking at Superhero Hype, and I'm looking at their comment section. There was actually a comment from a Jeff Ninja Fox that I completely am 100% like down for. Of like, I totally agree with him, where he said Dick Grayson had to grow up and train under Batman. He went through a lot too, just because of that. Even then, haven't most of the times under the cowl been under the uncertainty of living up to expectations. Kind of like, and I think of Batman Bad Blood, where Dick Grayson is Batman, and it's kind of like this whole thing where Dick Grayson's mindset is basically, no, I'm not Batman. I am just holding this place for when Bruce gets back, because I can't remember in that one. I'm gonna look it up. I can't remember if it's Damian or if it's Thomas Wayne who is the Robin in that one. I think it's Damian Wayne, if I have to put
definitely not Thomas
money on it. Well, not Thomas. I'm thinking Damian Wayne is who I meant to say.
Are you talking about in Bad Blood?
Yeah, it's either
Damian Wayne takes the Robin role.
But I couldn't think. Tim Drake is who I was thinking of. Is it Tim Drake or Damian Wayne?
It's Damian Wayne, because
you're right. You're right.
What was? I just forgot his name. Was Dick Grayson takes the Batman mantle temporarily, and Lucius Fox's son takes what's just called the Bat.
Yeah, you're right.
Or what was it? No, because he basically names
it's
himself...
like a modified suit.
Modified suit. Like, it's a almost Iron Man-esque Batman suit.
Batwing.
He goes by Batwing. It's like, there's something called the Batwing already, right?
I remember that. That's right, because I believe... I'm going to look it up, because I believe that at that time, Tim Drake is Red Robin.
Yum.
Yep. At that time, Tim Drake is Red Robin. Yeah, yum.
You said Red Robin.
Yeah, he doesn't eat burgers. So yeah,
You don't know that.
You're right. It is Damian Wayne, and they have the whole back and forth of like, Damian's like, you're not him, you know that, right? And Dick Grayson's like, I'm not trying to fucking be him, man.
I'm just placeholding.
Basically.
So that people know there's a Batman out there.
Basically.
That's basically all it was. It's like, hey, I'm just placeholding so that everyone knows there's a Batman, so no one's like, oh, Batman's gone, I can do whatever I want now.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the whole thing of that, where it's like, that's where I would have liked them to hit more of, where it's like, yeah, she has this cocky attitude, but at the same time, instead of like because it also, to me, taking the whole, what people want to say is the feminazi stuff to the side.
Yeah.
To me, I just feel like those two lines we talked about are steering full clear into her cocky attitude as general. And I feel like a good thing for the character would be, although I'm a cocky person overall, I have to deal with this. I have to deal with living in a shadow, and I don't want to live in a shadow. Even if it's like, hey, I don't live in no one's shadow, bitch. I'm my own shadow. And that's what I thought was the cool thing in the trailer of like, when she does say that line of, I'm not going to let a man take credit for a woman's work, no matter what you think about the line, what comes next was the oh shit moment of basically, because there could be an easier way to get around it where it's like, hey, why cover up everything? And that's where I'm going to let the red hair kind of flow. I'm going to show off that, hey, I am Batwoman, not Batman.
Yeah.
Don't think I'm him. I am someone else helping you guys. Because at the beginning they made a big point. One of them is Batman abandoned us. He's not coming back. Like, he left us, and she's supposed to now be like I'm the savior of Gotham. Until maybe a Batman comes back. Maybe they do throw that. I don't think they ever put a Batman in TV like they did Superman with Supergirl.
Yeah. Maybe cameoed is about it.
But I'm excited for it. I don't agree with the comments that I've seen as like, oh, this is trash. Da, da, da.
No, it looks really good.
I just feel those are the people that got mad at two lines and then we're like, fuck this garbage. Da, da, da. No, it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like we both agreed, those two lines rubbed us the wrong way a little bit, but overall, this looks really good. Yeah,
it's nothing that takes it down a bar. I can't wait to see what they do with the villain over it. Now, like, that I know.
And honestly, throughout the series, they might humble her out a little bit too.
Yeah, true. Also, it's going to be interesting with her to kind of they're going to have her obviously in the Infinite Crisis thing with the other shows when they bring those shows. Like, I was reading something that Infinite Crisis this year for the CW shows are going to combine 6 different shows now.
Holy shit.
So they got to bring 6 different shows together for that Infinite Crisis on Earth crossover event that they do. And it all started with Arrow long, long, long ago.
Jesus Christ, it's going to be.
Now we're at this. Anything else you think we should mention before we move on?
No, I think we got all we got.
Well, this is where you guys come in. Let us know what you guys think down below in that comment section. What do you think about Ruby? It's not Ruby Riott. I'm thinking WWE. What's her name that I'm messing up?
Kate Bishop.
No, not Kate Bishop.
I'd say that.
I'll find it right here. Ruby Rose. That's it.
There you go.
My first thought, it's Money in the Bank Day for WWE.
Ruby Riott.
So I'm like, oh, Ruby Riott. No, Ricky, it's definitely not Ruby Riott.
Nope.
Ruby Riott's a WWE wrestler. Ruby Rose is fucking Batwoman. But let us know what you guys think down below in the comment section.